as I mentioned earlier back at the Rock, we've decided to head towards WA. So instead of just going north and continuing our NT run, we have decided to take the Great Central Road, which starts on the other side, starts in WA basically. At the moment this is Docker River Road, and there is a native name for it, but I will not do it any justice if I try to pronounce it. So that's what we're travelling along at the moment. The road's actually really good, but yeah, finished up at Uluru this morning, and yeah, that was unreal. That was really good to do. Would definitely be amazing and a lot better to do without the pump.
Yeah, but we managed.
We did, so that was really good. You
Way
know,
better than I was expecting though.
yeah, it was unreal.
Impressive.
I'd love to explore the Olgas a lot more though. I reckon for me that's where there was just something different about it compared to the Big Rock, Uluru. The Olgas would have been great, which we did a little walk through, and then also this morning we did the Marla walk, just a simple little couple of k's walk along the base of the Uluru, which was also really good. But now we have a bit of a mission ahead of us, so we are planning from here basically just to smash it along the Great Central Road, which is part of Australia's longest shortcut, which is basically Cairns through to Laverton, basically through to Perth really, if you drew the diagonal line, which is, yes, as Anna said, called the Outback Way. So it's a great little app. Get that. That's been brilliant for information about it, which does the whole track, and the roads are pretty good. So we've got about a 3 or 4 day mission along some pretty, I think, dirt roads and not much sealed stuff, and only a few camp spots and a few roadhouses along the way.
Yeah.
Anything else, boss?
You need permits.
Ah, yes, permits. So Anna did the permits for driving here in NT, and then you can need another one for when you get into WA to drive this.
Yeah, another one for 2 different sections.
Okay, so there's permits. So yeah, you need those, and obviously fuel and water is quite sparse, so to say. Like I said, there's a few roadhouses, but they, I think, at times can be open or shut when you might expect them to be open. So we've fueled up, got the long range tank, so we should be laughing, and yeah,
See how we go.
that's it. So anyway, seen better days. We made it, WA, happy days. So look, it's been a long journey so far, but we're here, and I'm pretty pumped about being in WA and not looking to rush it to the coast, because so far the drive out of Uluru has been unreal. The road was pretty clean, pretty easy, a few little whoop-de-doos and lumps and bumps, but nothing too crazy overall. So we just snagged a nice little free site for the night. We got the fire going, we're cooking up a feed, and when I say we, I mean the boss. And apart from that, it's bloody been magical day. So anyway, we'll get an early night tonight, keep on trucking, punch out a few Ks, hopefully get into Warburton and a few other roadhouses along the way, and see what other things we can suss out along this road, the Great Central Road. So it should be good.
The only bad thing about it is the flies and the ants. Talking about ants, we're standing in a whole swarm with them.
Yeah, so we should probably go. Quick, let's go. Ah!
Jiggling off the flies.
Is that cool?
Very cool.
Lola, is that cool?
Yeah. And Tessie probably wants to eat them. Yeah?
Was that cool?
I want to eat them. Yeah, I want to eat them.
We've just got into Warakurna, or more just Warakurna Roadhouse. I was going to say Warakurna Roadhouse. But we got in here after our camp just outside of town. And what an awesome little stop. This is brilliant. So the roadhouse itself was brilliant. Got a bit of grub.
Well stocked. Like, you can buy bok choy in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, so it was well stocked.
Fruit, veg, frozen meat.
Yeah, and had an awesome art gallery. Someone here just dropped a few dollars on a nice piece of work, so that was really cool. And then we went up the back of just behind the roadhouse, or just past it, and to the weather station, which was also really rad. We missed the weather balloon launch, which they do early morning around about 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that.
Yeah.
We missed that. Someone was having a bit of a sleep in, won't mention names, but the boys popped out anyway, saw us
being all touristy.
being touristy, sitting out the front. So it was unreal. They talked about how it works and how it's worldwide and how they launch all the balloons at the same time.
Yeah.
And even to the point where we are, like in Wild West, WA, the information they capture here is actually relatable and impacts the eastern side of the country a lot more than right here. So it was just unreal. They were bloody brilliant. It was a great time. And then also too, at the back of the weather station is some old space junk from where they used to do testing and everything like that many years ago. And more importantly, which was really cool, and hence we can drive a lot of these tracks, there was an old Len Beadell tractor.
Yeah, the grader.
The grader. So that was really cool as well, all at the back of the weather station. So Warakurna, make sure you pop in, support the locals here. They're all bloody great. From here though, we got to continue our track along the Great Central Road and work out where we're stopping next. Well, the old windmill's obviously still working, doing its job. Don't know about some of that electrical work that's out there exposed, but anyway, seems to be doing the job. So this is the mine well along the Great Central Road. We just thought we'd pull up here, check it out, stretch the leg of the kids, and let the doggy have a bit of a walk. Nice little spot just to pull over. Well, I couldn't help myself. There was this big black pipe running out of the tank back there at the mine well, and I was hoping that it was at the top of the tank, and I was hoping that it would run down to what I found, a water hole full of water, but I don't know, mustn't maybe pump hard enough because she's dry as you can see. But anyway, I was excited because I thought maybe if there's water pumping here, there might be some different wildlife to go and check out. But anyway, she's just a dry old dam. We'll just get back onto the road. How exciting is that?
Can't believe you found a hole in the ground. A muddy hole.
Tell you what, there's no support for the adventure.
That muddy hole.
Well, there's a few things missing from underneath the van. Just got into camp. Anna's jumped out to go and get the levels to get it all right, the ramps for it to set up, and she's called out and told me there's a few pipes missing, a few things that have been smashed off.
I'm not surprised though.
Oh well, yeah.
Pretty rocky.
It's been pretty rocky, but the road's been good. But obviously we've been a bit unlucky there to have a couple of decent sized rocks. Must have flicked up and collected a couple of pipes, so it's knocked out the tap that's on one of the water tanks. Nell's our big water tank with 80 litres in it.
And now it's just leaking out.
And the grey water tank, which is also leaked out everywhere. So anyway, yes, we've got some repairs to do once we get back to civilization. Luckily enough, we've got still 70 odd litres in the back of the car.
Fancy bloody shelf and his water bladder.
The bladder came in use.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah, look, it's not too bad, all things considering. Long day on the road, many Ks, lots on the dirt, lots on the rocks. We're all a bit tired. So anyway, she's telling me very politely, get the camera out of my face, stop gibbering. So let's do this.
Let's go.
Very good. It was a good campground, that one. I liked it. There was heaps of space, and it was good because it was off the road. So we were able to pull up probably 150 metres, maybe more, from the road, which was good. Found ourselves a nice flat little area. There was heaps of spots to pick from and plenty of level areas.
Yeah.
Plenty of spots to have a little fire and just kick back. And then with that jump up that you basically camp beside, it was really good because the wind picked up in the morning and it was blowing its bum off, and icy cold wind. But yeah, like it was really protected. We went out for a bit of a walk and explore. There was some really rad caves and everything like that along the jump up. Heaps of animals use it for their little bit of a sanctuary to get in and rest up or nest or whatever they need to do.
Any.
No,
Just their poo.
we saw plenty of the birds. Yeah, we did see plenty of poo. So, but it was yeah, it was a good campground. I really enjoyed it.
Enjoying counting all the burnt out car wreckages.
Yeah, that's right.
The highlight of the Great Central Road.
It keeps you on your toes. It's like going across the Simpson Desert, counting the dunes.
What are we up to so far?
We're up to about 145 now, 146 I think it is.
Well, there's just a lot.
So
One caravan.
one caravan, and we don't want to add ourselves to it. So going slow and steady, but the roads are magic, honestly.
Yeah. So what are we? Start of May, just after school holidays. They must grade it before school holidays because the guys at the weather station said it had just been graded recently, so they're pretty good.
Oh,
Easy to drive.
we just got unlucky, hit a few rocks in the wrong angles, and thanks for coming. Really, road's been bloody magic. What are they, Lola?
Camel prints.
Are you sure that it's not just Mum jumping out of the caravan?
Yep. One doesn't have that big feet.
Oh. Where do they go?
That way. There. There. There's another one from that side.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
they go up there.
So we just pulled up at the Currawong tree. That's a nice little pit stop. We thought we'd just have a little stretch the legs and everything here. It's a pretty cool tree. It does stand out compared to all the other trees that are around the area.
10 miles.
And then obviously you just saw got pretty excited there. There must have been some camels here pretty recently, so we must have just missed them. But anyway, it is blowing its bum off again. Parries have found the wind, but how cool is this tree? Look at it, it's massive. I don't know where my dog is. Anyway, stretch your legs. Keep on trucking.
Riding the elephant. Woo!
Stop being a tourist.
Yeah.
So we just pulled into Chukayela. I think that's how we pronounce it. Otherwise, I'm going to nickname it TJ. TJ, because I don't want to be disrespectful to the indigenous name of the area and the roadhouse. And the guys there just told us about the, they call it the Zoo Rock Formation. So there's a heap of little outcrop rocks, a bit of a jump up, and obviously over time it's eaten away at the rock, and they form different shapes, and you can use your imagination. At the moment, Seth man,
I'm riding an elephant.
You're riding the elephant.
If you go from the front, you can see it a bit better.
So anyway, we're going to go and have a look around, see what other animals we can imagine in the rock formation. Check it out. It's just, again, nice little spot just to get a feed at the roadhouse and then stretch the legs again. So, which you seem to be noticing we're probably doing a bit of that as you smash along the GCR. Great Central Road, Lola. Good question. What's the GCR? Hey? It's almost on cue. Where are we?
Somewhere cold and
Really,
flat.
really cold.
What have we got here, Seti?
Salt Lake.
Look at that. This is tonight's camp. How good's this? Hopefully we got the joint to ourselves. I reckon there's a good chance. It's blown its butt off. But we got this salt lake right behind us here. I thought I'd pick the most open spot so the wind can just barrel straight in. Much to the better half's disgust. But you know what? How cool's this? Jump up last night, Salt Lake tonight. Another decent day on the track, driving along. So, but anyway, like yesterday, where I was getting in trouble for talking in front of the camera and not setting up the van, I got to get cracking and get this camp set up because it's going to be dark soon and it is cold. So I need to get a fire sorted. All right. almost 1,100 kilometres later, 4 days, 3 nights, 260 burnt out cars, 5 camels, a couple dead ones, some brumbies, 1 dingo, 2 burnt out caravans. Luckily one wasn't ours.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. But 860 k's of that was dirt tracks. The caravans fared very, very well. A few busted things, but overall not too bad. The car did really well. We survived as a family. So
Surprisingly.
yeah, so that was good. That was a small chunk, a decent chunk actually, almost halfway of the Australia's longest shortcut from Uluru to Laverton we did. The rest of it's actually the other way, obviously, Uluru up to Winton. So anyway, that was rad. So that was really good. We enjoyed it. We're still only probably halfway through WA, heading towards coastline though, so we still got plenty more k's to do to get to that beautiful coastline we've been looking forward to.
Yep.
So let's get on trucking and here we go.
Here we go.
Bye.
Okay.
Let's go.